Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. I'm playing this is a Graey mega collection. So similar to the Montu's collection in that it's a collection of all, like mostly EIK, WM, Franstech, G45. But then it's also got some pickings from other decks like G8, G7, CZ, AG2. So, yeah. Let's take a look. We've got Sunrise Admirer, meh. Greengrocer, meh. Weekend Worker. Whenever you renovate, build an additional room by paying one reed, one of the basic resources, and two resources of the new type. Okay, so the idea is when you reno from wood to clay, you pay a reed, a wood, and two clay to build a clay room. It's not great. Benefactor is nice. Fence post driver. Whenever you use day labor, you receive one wood and may take a build fences action. That's probably a pretty decent card. Whenever you build stables, get a food and a bonus point. Oh. That seems good. I don't want a combo, but it seems good. Master Huntsman is good. Probably knocks off Benefactor. Duskworker is very good. Childless. Start of each round, if you have 3 rooms but only 2 people, you get a food and a crop of your choice. Childless is incredibly strong. A food and a resource is really... A food and a crop is really good. Food and a vegetable, it's 4 food per round. Or it's a food and a point. Or it's a food and 5 food. Like, Childless is really good. Definitely taking Childless there. Did I start the VOD? I did, yeah. I mean, honestly, this is just like all recording all the time. So, but I did, yes, I did put a marker saying that I was starting. Blah, 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 blah. This is just Lady in Waiting, isn't it? And honestly, Lady in Waiting, what I could do, if I want to be really silly, you build a room in round 4, play Childless. Then you don't grow until round 11, and then you double grow with grow and then grow again with Lady in Waiting. So, yeah. Definitely the Lady in Waiting here. Not to mention, Lady in Waiting appreciates a late family growth game, as does Childless, so yeah. We're just hoping to see late family growth at this point. You know what? I just realized I haven't played with Pain for a while. I should be calling out the card that Pain's going to take because it's usually pretty obvious. Like, for example, he's going to take that Weekend Worker card because if he gets that plus like a card that lets you reno from stone back to wood, you know, how many rooms could that be? That would be so many rooms. All right. Well, we got some good stuff here. Freeloader, Family Counselor. Yeah. I think I'm taking one of those too. Animal Renovator and Clay Starter, 2 Reno cards in here. But yeah, I'm taking Freeloader or Family Counselor. With Freeloader, this seems like a pretty obvious... like I have a pretty obvious line, which is build a room as soon as possible, play Childless, and then just wait until family growth. And then I can grow. And then the other thing Freeloader lets me do is it lets me get access to family growth even without room whenever it flips. So it's pretty clearly a 3-room game. Get a plow, have some really nice crops. Yeah. So normally I really like Family Counselor, but I think Freeloader with Lady in Waiting looks really good, and also with Childless because I can just, grow whenever I'm ready. And also Family Counselor giving grain and vegetables is quite a bit worse compared to Childless. So yeah. All right, let's get Gray to ban Childless out of his collection. That's my goal when I'm playing these collection games. Is make the collection owners ban cards out of them in response to what I do. So let's get Gray to ban Childless. I just need something like Prize Squash or what else? Green, the Rum Distillery, anything that gives me points per crop, anything like that. So we had a bit of a wait. It was like an hour and 20 minutes, hour and a half since our last game. So I'm averaging about a game every 2 hours, and by the time this one's done, I'll have been live for about 9 hours. So 4 games in 9 hours is pretty slow. Looks like I have a minute. I'm gonna grab some more water. Um, I didn't have enough wood. CS. I took wood pretty aggressively. So he just never got enough wood. All right, mayor candidate's okay. Remodeler's fine. Wordsmith. Room. A wood room. A reed, a boar, and a wood. Start of each round, pay 3 food to take the top item. Can only take the wood room if you live in a wood hut. So basically, it's pay 12 food to get a boar, a reed, a wood, and a wood room. I mean, Childless can actually afford to get me that room. It actually can afford to get me that room. That's all my food though. Remodeler clay starter would be nice. The problem with that is you still need to get on the build room space, right? Wealthy man is bad with lady in waiting. Um, Forest farmer is good with freeloader because I know I'm gonna plow sow in twice, once in 12 or 13 and once in 14. Um, so getting an extra action in those rounds are nice. I like prosecutor. This wordsmith just seems so expensive for what it does. Like my farm does not need to go to 4 rooms. I don't think. So I think I'm gonna take wordsmith, or I'm gonna take forest farmer here. Yeah. Wow, Master Huntsman is still here. Yeah, sure. Take Master Huntsman. I guess I'll take Master Huntsman if I have to. I don't really think I need Branch Collector, and Artisan is meh. So I'll take Hasty Trader. It's a one-off if I'm really desperate on food. Weekend Worker Wield. I'm not that impressed by Weekend Worker, to be fair. It's fine. The thing is, you have to pay. The thing you have to remember is you're having to pay for the reno at the same time, right? So that means in order to build a clay room, you need. Um, let's say you start on a two-room house or on a two wood room. So you need 4 clay, 2 reed, and a wood to reno and build a clay room. And to build a stone house, you need 6 stone. I'm not convinced that that card is amazing. Clay starter here though. I'll take clay starter. You know what? Schnapps Distiller with Child List. Schnapps Distiller plus Child List. Now I have Master Huntsman, so I kind of want to just build a hearth anyways, but I'm gonna regret passing this if I see like I don't know clay supports or something. But Schnapps Distiller with Childless looks pretty great. Oh, there's Prize Squash. Yeah, Prize Squash looks pretty phenomenal here. Let's read everything else. Courtyard Garden. 2 bonus points for each unused space orthogonally adjacent to your stone house. And you have to play it in a wood house. Spaces still count as unused. So basically it's 1 point for every space beside your house. Because the first point just offsets the negative. And then it's 1 point per space next to your house. So if I'm doing a 3-room house, that would be 4 points maybe. Then I could fence or plow 5 and then fence like that. Or 3, 3, fence 5 or 4, plow like that. So is a stone and 3 wood worth 3 points? Probably not. It's probably just better to spend that wood actually fencing. Yeah. Bookmark I like. I'm taking Prize Squash here. I am taking Prize Squash. Stable tree. Build 1 or more stables. 1 wood on each of the next. Oh, that's gonna be good for whoever took the stables matter card. That's gonna be a good combo. Would Prize Squash wheel? I wouldn't count on it. I think Prize Squash is just way too good for this hand to risk it. So if I could get a plow, this is definitely a hand where I would plow more than 5 fields with Prize Squash. Like if I get like swing plow or something, I would plow 7 fields. Because I mean I'm gonna play Forest Farmer and activate it 3 times. The only thing slowing down my prize squash is, so I was thinking, Stops Distiller plus prize squash, that's 4 food and a point, right? For a lot of the game. But I actually have, in order to play prize squash, I actually have to have a planted field. So I can't just collect a bunch of childless vegetables, eat them with schnapps, and prize squash them at the same time. So I do need to plan to eat some at the end of the game. But what it means is with my Master Huntsman, if it just gets me 2 boar, that's probably good enough. Or 3 boar. 2 boar and 3 food. 2 boar, 2 food, something like that. Master Huntsman doesn't have to do a whole lot of work if I'm eating a bunch of vegetables. But yeah, goal is with childless, build a room and play childless in round 3. Oh, engineering. This is a funny draft. Funny draft. Could have gone to stone right away. Well, actually, no. I couldn't have gone to stone. What am I saying? Clay starter doesn't work with engineering. I like orchard, snowman. 3 reed, vegetable, stone, wood. 3 reed for 2 points is not great. Self pasture, meh. Park breads, meh. Acreage, meh. Syrup tap, not good with what I'm gonna do with childless. Smoking mantelpiece. Oh. You could play this in round 2 after playing Clay Starter. I almost feel like I need to take this out of the draft, this interaction. Because you know what? There's Animal Renovator out there as well. You know what? I'm not that impressed by any of these. I'm taking Smoking Mantelpiece. I want to keep... I'm taking this away from everyone else. Maybe it's 1 or 2 points for me. They're not allowed to have it. Clay starter into Clay starter into mantelpiece. Yeah, I wish that would have been nice, but alas. Shovel and migrant workers. Lots of day labor combo cards here. Alchemist lab is fine, although I don't usually want it in this game. Stork's nest. Probably just gonna freeload growth, right? But Stork's Nest is maybe playable. But really, this pick is Barn. I'm not passing Barn to the... whenever you build a stable, get 3 wood. Like, there's no way I'm passing that card. Yeah, no way. Wow, machete. Black rice plant is not good with childless. Fruit Tree House is too expensive. Honestly, Fruit Tree House is a card that gets a bad shake. It seems like it could be really fun, but the problem is it's just way too slow. The problem is that usually if you play Fruit Tree House, you're not also building in this. Like if you play this in stage 1, you're not usually building in stage 1, and then it's a card that gives you no food in stage 1. Do I need machete? I'm honestly not sure that I need machete. I kind of like just taking heavy plow here. Or unwanted goods, maybe. Yeah, I like taking heavy plow here, I think. Heavy plow has the chance to do very little. But if heavy plow goes off 3... actually, no. You know what? Heavy plow is bad with barn. What am I saying? Heavy plow is pretty bad with barn. Because I need to plow 2 fields. I need to plow 3 fields pretty early. So yeah, not heavy plow. Yeah, unwanted goods looks fine. I don't really think I need machete. I think machete is overkill. I like unwanted goods here. I've screwed myself a bunch of times recently by not giving myself cheap stuff to do. Wow, stable tree. Okay, well, I mean, I don't get wood back out of the 14th wood, but every other wood. Wasn't there an occupation? Guys, wasn't there an OC that said do stuff when you get stables? Did no one draft it? On your turn. Ah. Good call. Good call, Sid. Darn. Oh well. Taking it away from someone else. So, engineering is kind of funny because what I could do is engineering Reno, play smoking mantelpiece, and then build a clay room. The issue with that is that it really slows down my child list. So I have to decide if that's worthwhile or not. So is that better than setting up child list round 3? That's kind of the question I have to ask. I think probably not. I think it's probably better to just set up child list round 3, especially with unwanted goods. I'm gonna really reliably be able to build in round 3. So I think I'm not taking engineering here. I'll take orchard. Sure. I'm gonna want planted fields. And if I don't want to use an action to family growth, I can play Stork's Nest. But you know what? None of these are great. Migrant Workers is kind of eh. I mean, it doesn't work with Forest Farmer, so watering can is fine. I mean, Stork's Nest lets me grow at will, right? For my first growth only, though. And I don't really want to play 5 ox before I grow the first time. So I'll take watering can. It's the most likely to be relevant. Alright, I'm starting first. I feel like the board is not sized correctly. Is that better? Is that the way it's supposed to be? Maybe it's a little too big now. I don't know. Something's wrong with my the size of this window. Seems a little small. Why is this chat window so little? I guess that's that's the issue. This chat window seems so little. I guess I can make this bigger and just move everything else down. I think I did. I must have done something. I must have resized something without realizing, or resized the zoom in the browser or something. I must have done something like that. Payne plays Family Counselor. Yeah, fourth pick Family Counselor is pretty good. Yeah, something weird. I don't know what I did. I did something weird with my layout of my board. At this point, you auto win on round 7 growth. Yeah, I think so too. Conceiver. Get 4 wood. All players with the most played cards with a bonus point symbol get 3 bonus points. 2 wood, or I can start player into a read action. I think I'm going to start player into a read action. And then I take Reedstone Food and 2 wood next round, and then build Childless round 3. So I'll get rid of Stable Tree. It is possible that I don't get a 2 wood action, but the only way it happens is if I Reedstone Food, and then the next 3 moves are 3 wood, 2 wood, 2 wood. So that seems very unlikely. So, okay, bonus point symbols. What do I have? I've got Smoking Mantelpiece, Prize Squash, and that's it. So if I want more, I need to build guilds. Probably if I build 2 guilds, I might be okay. I might tie for it, but usually, like the fact that Conceiver contributes to it itself, like Mikechike, I'm sure picked a bunch of cards that do something similar. So I'm gonna assume that even if I build 2 guilds, it might not be enough. Yeah, and I don't build guilds all that well. Like guilds take me away from setting up Prize Squash. Yeah. Yeah, I agree, Sid. I agree. Yeah, now the main board is way too big. I don't know what happened. I wonder if it's some issue with the size of the names created something weird. That I know that's caused problems in the past. I don't know, maybe my eyes are just messed up. Charcoal Burner for Wallfly, that's a good card. Childless is my favorite AG2 card. I'm glad to have it. Looks pretty good. Didn't we say that it was too strong and it had to get changed? I feel like it was it better before, or is this the original version? Did it give both? Did it give grain and a vegetable before? I might have messed up the scaling. Maybe. But like that looks too small and the chat box is too little. I think it's probably something with like my Firefox zoom. I think that's more likely the issue. Oh well, I'm not worried about it. I feel like there was a version that yeah, I don't remember. I think it might have been okay. So what I do? I do have issues where moving stuff between my 2 monitors, the sizing is not consistent because I think on this monitor the text is a bit bigger, and usually on this monitor text is smaller and the zoom's smaller. So I wonder if moving my screen around when I was playing Magic screwed something up. Yeah, I feel like I remember like people complaining about childless, basically being like, this is dumb. This card is dumb." House Artist. Whenever you use traveling players, you get a build room action, and they cost one read less. Okay. Build a room is uncontested. The only way I can get messed up is if Mikechike decides to build stables. I'm going to throw out Childless here. It did used to give. I was right. It used to give both crops. Yes. Yes, that's right. that was the card in the form that Uwe gave it to us. Yes. Yes, Childless was yeah, absurd. All right. Got a food and a vegetable round 4. So my round 4 is like Lady in Waiting and a food action. Wallfly's building the fireplace. Sure. The dream is Lady in Waiting plus Schnapps Distiller. That would be quite nice. Yeah, that would be really good. I think I'd probably use the expensive Ox space just to increase the chance of that happening. Because if I do that, then there's 4 actions that get me the food. Okay, now there's only 3. So Payne wants to take traveling players, right? Although it doesn't trigger his family counselor, and if we know Payne, we know he does not like to mess up stuff like that. Yeah, he might. If he gets the 3 wood back, he would take 3 wood because that comes with a food, and it lets him double build. Yeah. So even though he loses out on 4 food from traveling players, that might be what he does. I mean, it looks like start player into 6 wood might be available if Payne wants it. Enjoy. Oh, it's family growth. Okay. I'll grow, but maybe I should think about not growing. Probably makes sense to grow. Oh, man. If nobody else can grow, like if nobody else is going to build in to grow, maybe I consider not doing it. 6 clays available. I think I'm taking 6 clay. I do need to start taking wood. I will want a bunch of wood. Oh, okay, Mikechike build. Okay. So then I have to family growth. Okay, yeah, I'll grow. It's a little sad, but I'll grow. Sad times when you build first and it's round 5 growth. I know. I know. And Wallfly's now saying she's on start player. Were you even less a child? Childless was only 2 vegetables. What a letdown. What a letdown. Yeah. I mean, I have actions. I can take 1 vegetable twice, right? I can do stuff like that. I have, and actually I'm feeling good about watering can. I'm a little bit wishing that I had machete. This was like the worst outcome for not taking machete, but watering can will work, so. Wallfly built the well. Okay, what do I want to do now? Probably I want to get Smoking Mantelpiece online. I think that's my next mini goal. I'd love to get 6 wood. Seems like Wallfly has to take reed. Pain might build here. If Pain builds... Pain could start player into 6 wood. I think the 5 clay is quite nice. 5 clay and then Reno. Then in the next round I Reno and get Smoking Mantelpiece out. Yeah. Who needs a well when you can build what is that? Space C8 Warson. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Qu'est-ce que c'est? Payne playing Fruit Treehouse. Man, good old Payne. Drafting cards like Fruit Treehouse. Like, how many people other than Payne have picked Fruit Treehouse in Draft 9? And, yeah, I'm going to guess it's something like it gets picked in, like, less than 1% of games. And, yeah. And in the games that it gets picked in, bet it gets played. Well, no, to be fair, in games that it gets picked, people probably overvalue. It's probably picked by people who overvalue it. I'm guessing. No reno yet, so I'll plan to reno in round 7. So I could take 2 reed. Probably start plowing. I need to take wood as well. So yeah, 2 reed, plow. 2 reed, plow, dot, 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 question mark? What? I don't think unwanted goods on... Okay, Payne's trying to set up triple build, it looks like. Yeah, Payne's going to take wood and then triple build. Are we just saying no to a stone house? Yes, because it's only 3 points, and I'd rather get those points out of the smoking mantelpiece. And it's like I know I'm gonna end on a 3-room house, so there's no going up to stone is worse than normal. Not to mention, it does let me go after potentially the conceiver points. So actually, speaking of conceiver, we've got mayor candidate and conceiver, and that's it. Those are the only 2 bonus point cards on the table right now. Should I start player into 4 wood? Start player into 4 wood feels kind of bad. But I'm not guaranteed the wood, a good, decent wood grab otherwise. I guess Payne takes wood. I don't know. Maybe sowing a vegetable here is okay. Because the table's kind of weak. I could also set up to go after an oven. You know what? Maybe that's better. Plan to take clay. So take 2 wood here. And then next round it's like clay, master huntsman, reno. Something like that. I'm not sure. I'm still not sure what I'm doing. 2 wood is not great, but at least I guarantee not to miss out on the farm. Okay, so Payne's got axe. So if Payne got axe as his first pick miner. So that's nice. That's really nice. So Howard Sardis means his wood rooms are 2 wood, 1 reed each. That's great. And Payne is very happy to have seen an early family growth game. Shouldn't we just reno smoking mantle? Well, what I was considering is reno major improvement and then start player smoking mantelpiece, but yeah, doesn't seem necessary. I'll probably just end up sowing a vegetable. So then it's like my this round is something like Master Huntsman, sow a veg, reno, smoking mantelpiece. So Reno's safe. Nobody's gonna Reno. So I think I like playing... I also could play Forest Farmer, and then Forest Farmer, and then Plow. Yeah, maybe Forest Farmer here is good. So Bake is safe. Don't have stone for both clay oven and smoking mantelpiece. Well, I wasn't thinking clay oven. I was thinking pottery, or fire, or 3 clay fireplace. I was thinking about something like that. I should mark my Forest Farmer. Fun! I mean, Payne set up a fun hand. House Artist plus Axe. As Wallfly says, Payne does his magic. Yep. Yep. And Payne was very fortunate that it was an early family growth game. That he's going to be able to grow very quickly after having done that. Wallfly family growth syrup tap. I guess one thing I could have looked at is trying to build a room to pressure Payne's family growth. Because Payne just grows really easily, really quickly here, right? Yeah, sow is safe. So I'm gonna plow. The two actions I want are safe. I'm gonna sow, and we don't have a forest farmer, do we? I bet the late sleeper is childless. Because he can't attract women because he sleeps in too late. Also the beast. The beast is also childless for similar reasons. Complete round, so it's 7, right? Yeah. So then I eat a veg and a food. And then I pay a wood for a stable. What about beauty? Well, it gets transformed, right? This is the beast before he's learned to love. Negatives aren't counted on the scorecard? Okay. Sometimes negative points are counted. So the 3 stone would be pretty great. 3 stone lets me build the pottery. I don't want to have to schnapps my last vegetable. So if I can sow some more vegetables, that would be good. Sow some vegetables and a vegetable and a grain maybe. But I think getting the pottery would be pretty nice. Oh, Mikechike grabs the stone. Okay, so I don't really need any more reeds. So I don't really want the reedstone food space. That space is quite bad. I don't want 2 wood either, honestly. 2 wood is pretty terrible here. Maybe I'm just taking grain, veg, plow, grain, veg here. And sowing another, and not bothering to forest farm here. Yeah, plow, grain, veg. Plow grade veg would give me the option of playing watering can next round, which would actually be pretty decent. Because it would be two vegetables. It would be a two vegetable action. Wallfly plays cabinet owner, so most wood improvements. Yeah, I'm at risk of losing this game just on the basis of not having enough bonus points. I'm afraid of that. I think it's a legitimate fear. Man, I have the Beauty and the Beast soundtrack stuck in my head now. Wallfly start player. It's better than Pain being start player. So I need to take wood. So first move next round is taking wood. 4 wood or 3 wood. And then probably Occupation Master Huntsman. And then a sow action. Man, Iron Plow would have been great. Iron Plow would have been so good. Take my 2 vegetable. I would have just kept my 2 vegetables and sowed both of them. And not played Schnapps Distiller in round 4. Yeah, so not getting the 3 stone is kind of sad. It's going to make it difficult to build majors. Benefactors in the game. Mikechike has Benefactor. I'm guessing. Wallfly's got 4 printed wood cost improvements already. I don't think anyone is getting close to that. I hope Payne doesn't have a card that gives him stone based on the number of rooms that he has. Because if he does, he could definitely go to like a 9-room stone house. Just looking at all that clay. We'll see. We will see. That reed looks like a good candidate to be hasty tradered away. And probably that along with any excess reed or clay or stone. I have a pretty good use for all my wood though. Okay, so this is why you fence small, because you're trying to leave space adjacent to your house. Sow is still uncontested. I could plow. Plow jump to sow. There's very little cost to plow jump to sow. So yeah, I think that makes sense. Because the only question is if occupation gets taken here, then I'm sort of then I say to myself, well, what am I going to do instead? But I guess I could take another vegetable and then jump to sow. I could do that instead of playing an Ock here. Yeah, so this went right to pain and did not go any farther. I'm not too surprised. Well, I'm glad he doesn't have stable tree or barn. It's a very grizzled photo. Actually, I have no idea what Grange is, or Grange. Take a veg here, and then also Payne playing wood card on family growth. Range is a country house with farm buildings attached. Okay. Alright, now I actually have a good amount of vegetables. That entire stage was all just about getting enough crops. Now I have a good amount of crops. And then wood for a stable. Three wood looks good. So I need to play Freeloader this stage, and I'll probably play Master Huntsman as well. To have it's strange to have to install a range in the Grange on. You've lost me, Rilo Kren. Over my head. Yeah, so I need more than just Schnapps Distiller next round, because I need to be able to afford the Lady in Waiting. So either I need to pick up some food, or I need to figure out some way of eating stuff. Like playing Hasty Trader would be fine. Yeah. Let's take a look at our count. It's 2 bonus point symbols for Wallfly, 2 bonus point symbols for Mikechike. I'm at 1. Prize Squash makes 2. Payne is at 1. So yeah, if I get 2 guilds, I can compete, but probably without 2 guilds, no. Payne is Ultra Nur. Not exactly, but sort of. He builds room for 2 wood, 1 reed on traveling players. Yep. Do I even need Freeloader? I'm going to want to start player in round 11. I'm going to want to play Prize Squash or Orchard or Watering Can. I don't even know if I need to play Freeloader anymore. Maybe not that. Let's play Hasty Trader instead. CCR to 7 food. Because I'm a very fortunate son. It ain't me. It ain't me. Pottery's gone. Yeah. Pottery was the best one for me to go for the bonus points. So I think that's probably out of reach for me at this point. This feels like start player into start player because this board just has nothing for me. Unless I want to play an Auk here. Unless I play Master Huntsman here for 2 food. I guess that's what I do. Wallfly plays Duskworker. Okay. Nice. Yeah, sets up a nice sew action for her, and Payne did decide to go for 9 rooms. Yep, so the question is now, how much stone can Payne get? How much stone can Payne get? If he gets to a stone house, he probably wins, right? 9-room stone house, probably good enough. Just guessing. Start player prize squash here. Because I actually don't know how many vegetables I'm going to eat that are not schnapps distilled. So. Man, the clay has just been flying off the board. I have not gotten any clay. This Master Huntsman is not performing very well. I would love to take clay and build a major improvement, but there's nothing I can afford. Unless I take 2 stone and build the joinery, and I don't want the joinery. I don't want to spend that wood. How much food does Payne get from Treehouse? 7? Because he's built 7 rooms. Yeah, 7 food from Treehouse for Payne. It's quite a bit. Quite a bit. I know heavy plow's out there. Should I take 1 cattle? Knowing that heavy plow's out there. What's my final move? Freeloader? 1 cattle and then occupation freeloader? Need wood. Maybe I should have taken 2 wood. I need a lot more wood. Because I want 3 for stables and 1 more forest farmer. So even if I can get to 10 or 11, that would leave 2 spaces, 2 stables uncovered, but that would be pretty decent. And then 6 fields maybe. So the scary question is, does Payne have anything that scales on the number of rooms? Does he have half-timbered... Well, half-timbered house doesn't work because he has to get the stone, but does he have pelts? I don't think I passed him pelts, and he first picked axe, so... Yeah, it's not pelts. So squash, with Schnapps Distillery, harvest, feed 6. Wallfly plays Dairy Crier. Guess I'll take the 2 food. You know what? I'll take the sheep. Yeah, it might save me a sheep action. Actually, I could let the sheep breed here and let the boar run. Yeah, maybe that's what I do. No, no, no. The sheep can't breed. There's no space for the sheep to breed. I don't get this forced space until start of round 12. Yeah. Payne plays Scythe. Sure. All right, I have actions now. So 2 food for the lady in waiting. And I family growth. I have moves. I would love to wheel 4 wood. Probably I'm wheeling 3 wood. And then maybe clay, so that I could actually build a hearth finally. I'm gonna freeload the plow sow action space, of course, and spend a wood to get an extra action in round 13. There's the benefactor. Finally. Imagine building one pitiful room. So I'm thinking about what I'm sowing next round. If I sow 2 grain, I get up to 7. If I sow 1 grain, I'm at 5, and then I can sow 3 vegetables. Sowing 3 vegetables. I guess I should be thinking about watering can. So if I sow 1 grain, then I have 5 grain, and with watering can, I go up to. Yeah, I forgot about watering can. So yeah, no, I should sow 2 grain. That seems better. Oh man, every time the clay's gone, I guess I have to take 3 clay and build the 2 clay fireplace or 3 clay fireplace. Every time I want clay this game. It's very difficult to get clay this game. Clay and wood have been very, very hotly contested. What's our bonus point count? 3 for Mikechike. Wallfly's probably in the lead still. Well, Wallfly played 2. Yeah, Wallfly's only played 2, so it's 3 for Mikechike right now. Pottery, Courtyard Garden, and Conceiver. Payne's at 1. I'm at 2. So if Mikechike doesn't play anything else, a guild lets me a guild would be worth 6, probably 5 points. Might be worth taking the stone just to keep it away from Payne. Oh, Wallfly built on Major Minor. I don't really want to re-up start player, but there's not a whole lot for me to do. I guess I will. Just to keep myself makes my second, third, and fourth, etc. actions better next round. To keep from having to go last. I could have maybe taken 3 stone there, but the guild seems like a bit of a pipe dream. By keeping the stone away from Payne. I mean, realistically, Payne's not getting there. Oh my goodness, he's building 2 rooms as well. 11. He's going to have 11 clay rooms. That's a lot. That's a lot. It's kind of obscene. I think I'm probably paying a food for a guest here. I don't technically have to decide yet, but... Yeah, freeloader's kind of been a waste. Yeah, it does get me... It'll get me my action in round 14, but yeah, it was totally a waste. I mean, to be fair, the action I played freeloader with, I've had very little to do this game. because I've been prioritizing farming actions pretty highly, and these guys have just been taking building resources over and over and over. Like they've been valuing all the building resource actions really highly. I don't know what else I'm doing. Take 2 wood? Yeah, a major miner should come back. It's the kind of game this game's been where I have to take major miner here. Yeah, Payne took 1 wood. Yeah, that wood cart. Axe wood cart. It's been deadly. Early family growth has been brutal. Late family growth, this is an easy win. With childless and lady in waiting. But round 5 family growth was not what I wanted to see. Oh well. Mikechike's building the hearth on Reno. Okay, build the 3 clay fireplace and get a boar. Alright, so let's look at what Payne's score is right now. 25, and he's got a 11 point Reno. So he's effectively at 36 going into the last round. Now he is lacking on majors. 38 with his Grangekeeper. 39. Yeah, so he's at like 39 points. And then he's got 2 negatives. So that puts him at that puts him at 43. And then he's got a bunch of 1-point moves. Unless he can win, unless there are categories he can win. 1, 2, 3, 4. Played wood improvements. Wallfly's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Wallfly's in the lead at the moment. Silo Builder. Oh, it must be the free stables for Max Pastures card. It's the only thing that I think it could be reasonably. How many more moves do I have? 3? So I could take wood and reed, or stone and reed. What are we looking at? 1, 2. It's still only 3 points here. So I maybe should go after the conceiver points. Yeah, there's not a whole lot else for me to do otherwise. And I don't need 4 stone. I need the reed more. So I'll take the reed first. Payne's got horseman. Okay, horseman getting him 2 cattle. That's good. Yeah, that's good. I'm losing to Payne, it looks like. Yeah, I'm not really too worried about the other players. Mikechike's got 6 extra on here, but I'm sitting at like 30, 34 right now, and my fencing is not guaranteed to be a lot. Take the 4 stone, sure. So I'm gonna turn a vegetable into 4 food and a point. And then probably some more vegetables into points, right? I kind of need both major improvement actions next round. Yeah, I do. Because I want to play Watering Can. Watering Can's going to be worth a decent amount of points. So I eat 1 vegetable, and then every vegetable that I squash is 1 food, 1 point. But I still need more food on top of that. It'd be nice to let the boar breed. So if I want to let the boar breed, I mean, if I do that, I'm giving up other animals, right? Which is not ideal. So maybe I should eat a boar, and then the boar just don't breed, and it doesn't really matter. Just take a vegetable here. I feel like I still need more vegetables, which is hilarious. So I schnapps a veg. And then I'll eat a boar. And then I'll eat 2 more veg. And get a stable next round. Wallfly wants fence. But so do I. She's got... No, she does not have the joinery. Wallfly and I both want a fence. I could build the joinery. Probably building the joinery is not that much worse than fencing. Because of Conceiver. Right? Yeah, Wallfly's got no miners that work with Conceiver. It's just these 2. Yeah, but the thing is, Wallfly does have to fence because of Mayor Candidate. It's really bad for her not to. She can't reno, can she? She doesn't have the stuff to reno. Yeah, no discounters on reno or anything. The 2 read is a totally dead move, but I think this is just joinery and to pass on fencing. Or do I fence here and try to wheel major minor BMW? I mean, plow sow is good for me because it lets me squash another room. Yeah, maybe plow sow is correct. Yeah. Because then I don't have to play Watering Can if I plow sow here. Well, you know what? I want a Watering Can anyways. Because I'm at 4 grain. I want to squash 2 more grain. Or 2 more veg. I'm at 4 veg. I want to squash 2 more veg. So Watering Can gets me those 2 vegetables. Yeah, I bet Wallfly fences here. And then I guess I'll build the joinery. It's going to be a nice Watering Can. I hope so. I hope I actually get on the Watering Can action. This game, it's too bad. It's too bad. I wonder if it would have been correct just not to grow in round 5 and let everybody else grow. That might have been correct. And just get a food and a vegetable over and over and over. Yeah, there's the Barnmaster. I figured something. Yeah, we it was obvious that that was what was coming when Silent Builder got played. So now I have three things for Conceiver. So if Mikechike doesn't play another, we're tied. So what does pain end at? Pain ends in like the mid 40s, probably like 46 or something. To be fair, none of us are doing that well. Is Pain winning any of the global bonuses? If Pain loses both the global bonuses and if I get Conceiver, then I have a chance. If I get Conceiver, I have a chance, definitely. So Plow is going to be available with my last move. So that's nice, because Plow is a 2-point action. Oh, I get an O with my joinery. He's a very lazy freeloader. The freeloader's not been doing very much. He's been very lazy. Go figure. Go figure. Plow is uncontested, so I'll take the 3 wood, I think, because none of the rest of these moves are very good. I mean, 2 wood, 3 wood is very similar, but 3 wood might be 1 point better. So schnapps, 1 vegetable. And then 2 more. And then eat 4 raw grain. Oh, eating the raw green eats a point. Oh, it doesn't matter. Either I eat a point there or I eat a point from wood. All right, so let's check my score. Yeah, Wallfly saying worst charcoal ever. Charcoal burner mare candidate is very dangerous. So this looks like I'm in the 50s. Yeah, 38 plus 15. No, 38 plus 14, 52. Well, it was enough to win anyways. Yeah, Payne says best treehouse ever. All right, well, we got there. Took us 4 games. Wallfly's got 40. What does Wallfly count? 43. Mikechike 45. I'm 52. Payne's at 49. So I beat Payne by 3 points, which, yeah, it was close. I'm pretty lucky that Payne kind of ran out of stuff to do. Yeah. 11 clay rooms, but yeah. I'm pretty lucky that Payne ran out of stuff to do. I wonder what his first pick was even. Was it House Artists? I guess it was probably House Artists, right? I don't even know what Payne's first pick was. Yep. Well, pretty brutal freeloader, but it didn't matter. Actually, not the best childless, and waiting in round 5 family growth is but I mean, prize squash. I called it out. Prize squash. Anything that doesn't have a cap on the number of points you can get from it can be very good. So, all right, guys. Thank you very much for watching. That's going to be all for me for today. I end up going 2 for 2, 2 and 2. Sorry, not 2 for 2. 2 and 2. 2 wins, 2 losses for 50% on 2 win Monday. I'm going to be back tomorrow. I'll probably do 2 games, 1 or 2 games tomorrow. 1 or 2 games on Wednesday. Evening stream Thursday. Probably nothing Friday. Couple games on Saturday, and then maybe evening stream on Sunday. So I'll be back tomorrow, similar time as today. Maybe a bit later. I might go get sushi or whatever. All right. Thanks for hanging out. If you're watching live, I'm gonna run a quick ad, and we can go say hello to someone else in the board game category. Yeah, we're going to raid someone else. Otherwise, we'll see you next time.